Okay, so I've been seeing from people asking me on Twitter and YouTube comments, people asking me if buying red Demon Meliodas is even worth it if you already have blue Demon Meliodas, because lots of people that have been watching me are new to the game because I've been promoting it a lot on my Twitter and on my main YouTube channel as well. And a lot of people are coming in and start playing the game. A lot of people started playing the game when the blue Meliodas came out, and they pulled blue Meliodas and they're like, man, should I buy the red one? It's the also Demon Meliodas. You can't use both at the same time, right? Because they have the same name. But here I'm making a video explaining that yes, you should buy red Demon Meliodas. Now, one main thing you also need to know is that just because you have blue Demon Meliodas doesn't mean that red Demon Meliodas can't partake with the same evolution as your blue one. Like, for instance, gear is a big thing about this game, and I share the same gear with red Demon Meliodas and blue Demon Meliodas. I can just click here and then I switch whenever I have to. I can't right now because this blue Demon doesn't have any gear. I need to go in the other one. But when I want to change my gear and I want to use a specific one, I just come here, I click the select, and then here, and it gets switched. Boom. They can use the same gear. They're built pretty much the same. They are damaging units. And I feel like crit damage is really good. Like, they're both units that have insane amount of crit damage. But yeah, let me go to my points. So let me take this out here. Let me actually change to this. So, red Demon Meliodas. He is a completely different unit than blue Demon Meliodas. It's actually insane because they are the same name, but they are the opposite, right? I just got a raid, I'm sorry. Let me turn down the volume of my emulator. I just got a raid, I also got scared. But yeah, so red Demon Meliodas functions not nearly the same. He is made for the Crimson raid, while the blue Demon Meliodas is made for PvP and farming. Now, does that mean that just because that blue Demon Meliodas is better? I would say so. Blue Demon Meliodas is a better unit, but again, you would never use both of them at the same time. I'm telling you, the contents that they go to are not the same. So let me make an example. For instance, I use blue Demon Meliodas in my main farming team, like right here. Let me bring it, the raid that I was invited to. Let me bring it up. If I go on my teams right here, you can clearly see that he's here. Oh, not this one. This was for a cave. He's here, or he's here. But I would never put red Demon Meliodas with him, for example. I would never take off Bond and put red Demon Meliodas. That just wouldn't happen. They're made for different content. Same thing. If I was to use blue Demon Meliodas on PvP, I would not bring red Demon Meliodas with him. Like, it's just different stuff. It's different content. So that's one of the things, right? So you would never use both of them at the same time. Now, their abilities. This Meliodas is a AoE unit. This Meliodas is not so much. And also this thing right here, which is also really good. But let's talk about the positives of red Demon Meliodas. He is made for Crimson. Crimson is the hardest raid. You can say, oh, I think Grey's harder. But honestly, I can beat Grey Demon on Extreme, no problem, without using Green King, which is a unit made for the raid, right? Every raid has a unit made for it. Red Demon has, it was supposed to be Blue Bond, but everyone uses it later, or the Elizabeth. Then the Grey Demon has a King, the Green King, and Crimson has red Demon Meliodas. Now, I beat red Demon without the units made for it. I beat the Grey Demon on Extreme without King, but I can't beat Crimson without red Demon Meliodas. It just doesn't happen. And again, you gotta think about the reason why it's so important. Every unit in the game needs Crimson ears, or else they just cannot evolve to level 80. And if you can't get your unit to level 80, you can't really use it in the harder content like PvP, raids, and whatever else you need, like a new super boss they introduce. Having them to level 75 or 80 is very important, so you gotta have a unit that is going to be efficient by completing to complete a task. If I'm talking very fast, I'm sorry. I just drank a lot of caffeine. I didn't want to, it just happened, but it is what it is. So I am actually going to play a little clip of me bidding Crimson that I got just a few hours ago right now. Please don't kick me. Don't kick me, I'm changing the gear. Don't kick me every single time because I usually have the gear on blue. I share the same gear with blue Meliodas and red Meliodas, which is one of the other amazing things about them. And this guy has an awful team. What is this? Why is your Meliodas in the 4th slot? I just got this invite and I was like, perfect, I can record my clip. Oh my god, if this doesn't prove anything, I don't know what does, because this guy's team is awful. Wow. Okay, since we got to the last health bar of him, I can actually show the real power of Meliodas. I have to tell you, I'm absolutely carrying this kid. This whole health bar, I was the one who took it. This guy doesn't even skip ultimate attacks. This is actually sad. He's not even skipping the ultimate. It's fine. It's fine. Got Meliodas. I'm not syncing with Merlin for this, just because I like Merlin in the Crimson raid. When you get the level 3 perfect shield, it's just so good. But I'm gonna do my flames. I hope he also... Oh, he doesn't have any flames. Well, it's fine. It's fine. It's not like... I might kill him with the 2 attacks. Let's see. Nah, not even close. I'm not boosted by Gopher or anything. I should have tried to boost him with Gopher. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. So the ultimate should do like 300k. Although he does have defense, and again, I'm not boosted by Gopher. Yeah. He, like, on Extreme, like, right now, like an hour ago, I just did Extreme, and with only one freaking, flame thing to increase damage, he did like 300k. Just because I had been boosted by Gopher and stuff like that. Like, this Meliodas is just busted, I don't know. And, now that it's done, see, good transition. You can clearly see that he stomps that. And mine is not even maxed out, he's only SA level 3. And the reason for that is because of this, he ignites. That raid is pretty much made so you have to ignite him. You need to not lower his defense because his defense is super high. And you counter that by applying Ignite, which increases damage by 10%, and it can infinitely stack, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if it has a limit, and you can stack that. So if you have 2 Dio Meliodases, you can stack so much of this. You can do so much damage. But if you take blue Dio Meliodas into Crimson, he's gonna get destroyed. First of all, Crimson has type advantage over him, right? While red Dio Meliodas has type advantage over Crimson, so that's already a big deal. Also, this Dio Meliodas is not meant to do damage to one enemy at a time. He's meant to do damage at multiple people. That's already like a flawed thing for the Crimson. And again, he's not made for Crimson, he's made for other things, and that's why red Dio Meliodas did not get shoved down, and he did not get surpassed. I mean, I would say personally, I think blue Dio Meliodas is better in general, but it doesn't mean that he's useless. Red Dio Meliodas, that is. Also, this ability is super good for Crimson as well. He seals his recovery, which is really annoying. If you don't kill him in one turn and he just gets the recovery, he can heal so much, which is again, it's very important to get that down. And oh yeah, this. So this almost never procs on Crimson, to be honest. Like, if an ally dies on Crimson, you're pretty much lost. But if an ally character dies, increase the character critical rate. And as I said in the beginning of the video, they have insane critical rate. Both of them have 50%, as you can see, but this one gets to 100%. So again, made for Crimson because you want to do a lot of damage so you can surpass his defense. I actually will make a video trying blue Dio Meliodas on Crimson. It's just that I can't pull Crimson. Like, I do the events that get the raids, it just doesn't come Crimson. I always get Red Demon, I always get Grey Demon, never Crimson. It's actually annoying. I always have to ask people, yo, can you invite me, please? I need Crimson. But it is what it is. And again, if you say, oh, I can beat Extreme without Red Dio Meliodas, I can do it. Well, I assume you have someone to carry you. Like, I've seen people like super carry me, right? Like the other day, I invited someone from my guild, Ryan, and his DM Meliodas was doing like 100k on his level 1, right? That guy can carry me. I can bring blue Meliodas and beat that, but not every time you're gonna have someone carrying you. You wanna have your own units that are gonna be able to beat the raid more easily. And I do think, again, red DM Meliodas is very important for your box just because of it. Do not pass on him just because you already have blue DM Meliodas. I think that's the same to say about like every unit. Like if you really think about it, like green Merlin is not the same unit as red Merlin. They're completely different units. Like red Merlin is meant to freeze, right? While green Merlin is meant to take off alt gauge and to get a shield. They are completely different units. You would not bring the same units to the same raid. Go for, he doesn't have other competition, so I can't really talk about him. King, this king is meant to be a healer and a petrifier. The other king is meant to do damage. So you can, again, completely different units. The game is doing a good job of that. The game is really doing a good job of separating units. Like even though they have the same name, they have different usages. So that's really, really good. Like I don't think there's many good units that I'm like, man, it's a shame I can't run both of these at the same time, right? There's not that many of those. But yeah, buy Red DM Meliodas right now in the shop, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you might watch this later, but right now, as I'm posting this video, he should be one of the discount units. Or the discount unit, there's only one. Yeah, as you can see, he's sold out for me. I just bought 2 of his copies. Again, the alt level for him is really good because then I will guarantee that I will one-shot Crimson. It's really good for that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for watching.